Good evening, one and all. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, one, welcome all. This is, of course, the new chapter of the MRC show, the one that usually doesn't end. We just take a few little breaks here and there. Welcome to the eagerly anticipated Season 15 Team Draw Live. And I am your host, as usual, this evening, but I am joined by my compadres, Mr. Lion King himself, Mr. Dennison. Good evening, Mark. How are you, first of all?
I'm always good. It's always an exciting time. New season, new lineups, new championship challenges. I wonder what we've got in store this season, of course.
Yeah, it's going to be
something good.
Yeah, it's going to be some good tracks coming up, haven't we, this season? Before we quickly go into that, our other compadre this evening, he is the bottle job, the bottle thrower himself, Mr. Hardy. How are you, sir?
Hello. Yeah, I'm all good. You?
Yes, thanks. All good, my friend. All good.
Who let him in?
He did a good job last time.
2 years in a row.
I know, he did a good job last time, so we thought, why not? We'll keep you with us.
Oh,
I
God.
forgot who were with us
So
last
sorry,
time,
Chris.
because normally we have Martin, don't we?
Yeah, we do. Martin's actually on
last
track.
Me, Martin, it was all four of us last time.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it was chaotic.
That was absolutely chaos. Just a quick run through before we start the team draw, everybody. Don't forget, get involved in the YouTube. I'm sure we'll be keeping an eye on it at different points. Love to have your involvement as always. Join us in the chat and, of course, hit the like button as always. We have 4 tiers again this season. We have, of course, the top 3 tiers, tier 1, 2 and 3, varying assists. The top 2 tiers are exactly the same assists where we allow the ABS for people who can't brake, like myself. And then we have the extreme tier, the no assist tier, which is just drivers only, even though they are in teams, which always is great fun to watch. And slightly different points this season, which we'll come to later on as well. But we only have an hour to get through these 4 tiers, so we'll get underway with the extreme tier first and foremost. And it is to start with the Alpine team, the men in blue, and that would be Calvin is in that car this evening. The Alpine team, well, Ocon decided to take Gasly out and they can't bring any cars in the extreme tier. We have those vacancies. We have seats available, so anybody in MRC wanting to race on a Wednesday evening, no assist, or if you're not in MRC yet, want to join, please do. There are seats available there for the Alpine team. So we'll move on from that one. And they've actually in the pits is, oh, he's just coming out, perfect timing, is Wookie in the Aston Martin. So the team in the Aston Martin, Connor, would you like to take us away?
So, in the Aston Martin, we have one person you probably look at and think he might be the favourite for the extreme title this season. It is Micromash, Joey Davis.
Yep, he
and
certainly
in the
is.
other Aston Martin, Lance Stroll crashed it and they can't afford to buy a driver, so yeah.
Yep, so another vacancy. That's 3 vacancies in the extreme tier, folks. So, like I say, if you fancy it, give it a go. There's no pressure at all. Doesn't matter what tier you're in MRC. Give it a good shout. And yeah, Micromash on his own in that car this evening for this season. But then we will move on to the prancing horses, the Ferraris, and the first man in the Ferrari is the man who's not in it this evening. He's actually in a Haasmobile. The man, the multinational, Mr. Anthony Huxley Nato Anton, is in a Ferrari. And he is joined by one of our men. Well, he's not quite from down under, but he is Southern Hemisphere. He is one of our South African friends, and it is Henrik Smit, or Smit F1, is also in the Ferrari next season. Which is a good lineup. I like that one.
Yeah,
I know there's no teams, but it's still a good, lineup.
Yeah,
It is a nice lineup. What we did with this tier is to try and balance it so we've not got multiple tier 1s together. Because as we found last season, it was hindering. We had Chris and Sabia, arguably 2 of the best drivers of going, in the same car, and it was hindering them in race strategies. So I've tried to keep the tier 1 separate and then just fill in the blanks with the rest of them.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Next up, going in alphabetical order, we have, speaking of Chris Bailey, we've got the Haasmobiles.
The Haas. So we have a driver who's recently returned with us after a little break. Obviously, we all need him at times. It's, of course, some call him Frodo. It's Brian Barber, also known as Red Car Rambo. You know him quite well, Mark, don't you?
I do, I know very well. Yeah, very good friend.
You see him and you think, oh, there's a sucker to buy another car.
He's bought me many pints.
In the other Haas is not in it tonight, is on track in a different car. It's, of course, we have the blowhole in a Haas hole. It's Chris Bailey.
I'm sure he's going to love that one.
He should have known it was going to come if it happened.
It really was, wasn't it?
It needed to be done.
It did, didn't it? Currently in the pit lane, next up are the Kick Saubers, so we'll just move on with another team. We've got Scottish Ninja Grant's on track, but we'll look at him for a little while. But yeah, we've got the Kick Saubers, the Green Machines.
Yeah, we certainly do, and we've got a 4-time champion that's, well, it might be 5, I don't know if he's won 4 or 5, but...
I think he's won 6, hasn't he? Is he 5 or 6?
I think he's won
6,
4 MRC and
I think he's
tier
6.
1, isn't it?
Yeah, he's won a few X and a couple of tier 1s. He won a few back-to-backs, didn't he?
Oh, well, we have a 6-time champion in the Green Machine. He is Chris Bailey's father, and he is the most successful German in our league. It is Saviour, aka Alex. I can't say his second name, so I'm not going to try.
Giuseppe.
And then, yeah, and then in the second car we have a man. I think he's in tier 2 this season. I could be wrong, but he has improved a lot with his pace. It's Rotterdam RS10 Dam, or yeah, we don't know his real name. So
Rasher, I think he's called. I forgot to update it on this list we're working on. My bad.
All good, but yeah, so another strong lineup there in the Kick Saubers.
Yeah,
it's on the proper
is.
graphic though, when that, which is obviously been posted as well. It is on that.
Yep. So if you're watching this later, or even if you're just keeping your eye on the Discord, then yeah, everything is getting posted in there as we speak. And now we go to the beautiful Papaya Machines. Have a really good. Oh, it is pretty much, isn't it? Apart from the Woody Boys, of course. But we've got a good pairing, actually, good friends. To be fair, it's also a question of which one's going to spin first.
Quite literally.
probably the weakest tier 1 going.
Yeah. If I didn't say it, one of you two would. It probably would have been Connor.
No, trust me. I've been sat here dreaming of getting this pairing. I was like, please let me have this pairing. Oh.
If the man, I know he's on track, if he is listening, I'm sure he's guessed. The first one in a McLaren in Extreme is Simon Pratt, the baby of the Hornets. And joining him is currently on track in an RBV carb. It is Grant Swain, his Scottish Ninja. But it's all good fun with those two. They are good drivers. I just couldn't help. I really couldn't resist.
I don't know. I think the spinning might be accurate.
Don't know. I don't think. To be fair,
a purple burglar alarm out.
No.
Well, there is that. I wonder if that's why he spins. His purple burglar alarm goes off and it makes him jump.
Yeah, it blinds him.
Or he runs to the oven, runs to the grill to check on his tarantula burger.
Then he ends up with a curly whirly.
Exactly. We best move on to the Mercedes anyway. We can't waste too much time. So first up in the Mercedes we have. It was our tier 3 champion from last season, and I believe he won a couple of races in Extreme as well. Very quick driver. It is Johan van der Ploeg. I hope I haven't butchered that too much. It's of course Bobo. And joining him in the black and silver machine is Colin Piersma, also known as Colin TK.
Very good pairing.
It is a good pairing.
Terrified if I was against that.
It's probably one of the strongest pairings on that grid if it was constructor based.
It is actually, yeah, I do agree with you on that one. That is a very, very strong. Colin's been quite high up in the tiers, and Bobo just jumped straight to tier 1. And I was hoping a season where I didn't have to race him, and I'd have to, and I'm not amused, I'm not going to lie. That's another one to fight with.
Yeah, it certainly is.
Are you sure you'll be fighting him, or will you just be a little bit too far back?
Probably too far back. I'll see him go past.
Oh, there we go, that's always a bonus.
Yeah.
You better wave, though.
So moving on, I believe is it the MasterCard, Visa card, Apple Pay, whatever we're calling it these days next?
That's the one. It is.
Certainly is. And in the first seat is another one of our German racers. It is Jules, aka Julian Müller. And in the other Racing Bulls car is the defending MRC Extreme champion, Steve Mitchell, aka Armar Red.
Yeah, another good pair in that one, isn't it? Good drivers that we've got in this tier so far, and that's going to be quite a good one to see how they do this season.
In fact, there's a little fun thing that Armar actually came up with, because obviously he's a champion. Sorry. This was on his list. He calls it is it Visa Cash Me Outside Red Bull?
Oh no. Oh no. Oh God, no. That was no.
And I believe... Oh, it's Mr. Hodgson next, taking away your favourite team in the world.
Oh, fantastic. Other energy drinks are definitely available and should be purchased.
Wait, hold on a minute. I've just seen the team, the person who's driving this car. He's gonna kill you.
I didn't tell him to pick this one.
Quiet, sorry.
In fairness, he gave me the idea.
I think he did. I think I've seen him say this before. And to be fair,
put
good
this
friend.
in management chart that he would drive this in extreme for the laughs on comms.
I missed that.
Yeah,
I just saw it.
He actually did.
No.
He did, and he loves them as much as I do, if not more.
Because he's an admin, he does get some say in his team, so I went with it.
Yeah, and he's a good friend as well. Two of the good friends as well. We have got Steve Jarman Cases Soze in his favourite car, along with his good friend Carl Radband, or B17, E17. Will he stay another day, or will he send it down into, well, Neverland? We will wait and see.
The best bit is, Kaiser Soze is in the prime position seat of his favourite driver, Max Verstappen.
Oh no.
You heard it here first, folks.
You should have put him and Chris together.
Now moving on to another one of the night. Another one of the best looking cars on the grid. Not number one for me, but it is nice. And very, very prestigious team. It's of course the Williams. Represented by none other than Single Track. And surprise, surprise, he is one of the drivers. It's of course Martin Hills. And he will be joined in the other seat by Ben Gleeson, which is, I'm assuming, some version of Ben. It's BXNNE, another one who's a MSN throwback by the looks of it.
A little bit, yeah, it is a bit.
Pasta.
I like that.
If you change the B for a P, that's what it is.
He's a good driver, Benny, when he's able to race, and that's a good pairing. I think that is the extreme tier, folks. And I think that is a very strong championship. A lot of quick drivers in there.
Yep, certainly is.
We shall come back now, and we will restart again, where we have the tier 3 drivers, and we do have, if I've got the right list, from last night, unless it's changed. I don't think it has it?
Not that I'm aware of.
Good.
There is 3 teams with no drivers currently.
There are, exactly that. So again, folks, if you fancy driving, if you get to use a couple of assists. There is no line, of course. We are a no-line league at the moment. But we do use, if you do like medium traction control, if you need to use that, if that's absolutely no problem as well, please do join us. We race at 7 o'clock on a Wednesday evening, week in, week out. And we look forward to having you. We have 6 drivers, 6 spots available with that one. So we'll skip the Alpines. because they're still vacant and they should have turned left at the junction and they definitely went straight on.
You know what the problem is? Ocon's still serving penalties. He's stuck in last season.
Ah, that's the one. I think he's still at Silverstone.
I think so.
Horner must have been found guilty, and that's why the Red Bull's empty.
And
Williams have just
Logan Sargent wrecked all the Williams before he left.
Yeah, they've now gone bust. So we have speaks at all three blue teams. We've got the Alpine, the Red Bull, and the Williams. So if you fancy it, folks, again, if you're not in Discord yet in MRC, please do join. Love to have you. So kind of take it away with the green machine is the Aston Martin.
So the first driver in the Aston Martin is someone that would need a sat-nav to get to his bedroom. It is Ricky.
Oh, that was good.
I like that.
I don't know why I said that.
Wow, shots fired.
That's
And
brilliant.
in car number 2 for the Aston Martin team is John Riesbeck, aka Mutsnut 16.
Oh, that's good.
Wow. That's all I can say. Wow.
So I think Mutsnut is going to be the guard dog this season to help Wookie get round.
Well, the problem is, Captain Satnav thinks he's the Mutsnuts when he's actually got the line. Unfortunately, he's not got the line, so yeah, guard dog.
I just
Guard dog, blind dog. Oh, let's move on while we still can. We'll move to the red machine of the prancing horse. Oh, I need to put myself together. Sorry, folks.
Yeah, when you've composed yourself, mistake.
You think I've done this long enough, you think I'll be able to be a bit more... No, I'm not professional, we know that.
I'm literally crying.
So we've got in the Italian mobile, we've actually got an all South African lineup here. We have the Doctor is in the house. Mr. Avinash Hanuman is in the Ferrari alongside his countryman, Mr. Henrik Smith F1. So that's a good little pairing. I like that one.
Avinoush!
Okay.
I can't remember who called him that, but somebody we did once call him Avinoush.
Oh,
Yeah, they did.
It was in Steward's chat. Someone.
It might have been the... Yeah.
Yeah, it was in Steward's one. So no, it was in a report, and someone called him Abanouche. I was like,
it's
well,
just kind of stuck ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I'm sure you
moving
won't
on to
mind.
the Haasmobile, the Hassholes. Let's hope they're not Hassholes, the drivers. Of course, we always want clean in this league. So we have Anthony Mack, also known as Hive Eclipse, and Kandrik Victor, also known as CBG Sambal.
Yeah. Hive Eclipse is a massively improved driver, so I think that's quite a strong lineup in Tier 3.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
I don't think there's particularly a weak lineup in this tier.
No, that's true.
There is one.
It's balanced out very well.
We're getting to the one that's weak very soon.
We're going to do this one now.
But now we have Kick Sauber.
It was in the pit,
And-
so we'll look at the papaya. It's close enough in colour.
Yeah, I don't think LRO's realised that he's meant to go out on track yet, but he will do one day. But first up, we have definitely the worst person to ever step foot in Teesside, and the most annoying person, and the most... Yeah, I'll stop. It's Morgan Stubbs.
I didn't know
aka
you'd gone to
Steve the winner.
Teesside.
He's not allowed.
I thought you were from
yeah.
Reading.
Well, yeah, it's Stu, but still, he's also the defending MRCX Challenger Tier champion. So, yeah, that's a strong one there. And then
Although
in the
unfortunately he's
other
not going to be with us all season, is he? He's jetting off for
not
work
sadly.
soon.
Yeah, he's been deported.
He goes
out of Teesside.
About time.
Yeah, he's coming to Reading apparently.
Oh God, no, I'm leaving. But in the other seat is Mohamed Mamdo, aka the Egyptian King 94, who's actually a very improved driver. He struggled a lot when he started because he never raced without line, but he's coming to grips with it.
Yeah, yes, definitely. Yeah, so look forward to seeing him up, having some good races, getting some points this season. I think that'll be a good lineup. And now we go to the Papayas.
Oh, I wanted this one.
I've stole your thunder twice now. It's going well.
Yeah, you have.
What to say?
The second one will be interesting.
I'm saying nothing on the second one.
I'll take that one if you want. I already have my speech lined up for him.
Oh, no. The first one is the Lion King himself, Mr. Mark Dennison, is the first one in the Papaya Mobile next season. And just for kicks, go on then, Connor. Give us the second driver who's going to be his teammate.
The second one is the crazy Scotsman who swears a lot and sings attempts to sing national anthems, and has probably been deported from every country he's ever been to in his life. It's Night Shadow.
Not to mention abuses people whilst racing this track.
Absolutely.
I'm sure most people have seen the footage by now.
I was there live for it, but yeah.
Yeah, you're not the only one.
Simba's got me. Simba's got the next one, oh no.
Oh yes, moving on to the German machine, the Mercedes. And in the first seat, I'm sure this is Lewis Hamilton's seat.
Yeah.
He's the biggest Hamilton fan on the planet. The king of bottles, it's of course Connor Hardy. I always knew you was a Lewis fan.
He is.
Does that mean on F125 you're going back to Ferrari just so you can be in his seat? And joining him in the Mercedes, it's Mr. Schnitzel himself, Bart van Schindel, also known as Jackster. I'm sure that's probably the weakest pairing on the team, especially with Bottle Job in there.
That was the season 10 title fight, that was.
I hope Jackster's got some strong shoulders for carrying you.
Ouch.
So I guess Gav's going to need strong shoulders to carry me.
I was going to say, it's alright, me and you could just drive around in symmetry at the back.
Well, we managed that as Ferrari teammates until you crashed on about lap 9.
You're not even wrong, that's the sad bit.
I think the whole time we were teammates, we never actually finished a race together.
Well, that must be the Connor effect, because we won the double when we were teammates.
Yeah, in the beautiful car that I am revisiting as well.
Exactly.
I only scored points when Simba wasn't there, so I blame him. But,
the final one in this tier is the V-Carb Racing Bulls. We'll have to move on, sorry folks.
And in the first one, we've got Scotland's answer to Kylie Minogue. It is Grant Swain, aka Scottish Ninja.
What's that? I'm spinning around with my way.
Yeah, that was coming.
No, I'm spinning around. I know I'm out the door. And then
I was hoping he was going to give us a spin then, just to demonstrate.
So did I, to be honest.
Oh God. And then in the other one, we have Max Flaherty, aka Flaherty.
Some pretty good lineups there, actually. I think it's going to be a tight season.
Yeah, I think the Aston's looking quite strong personally. Nothing against you two at all, but the Hasses and the Aston Martins, we said that Anthony, Hives come on a lot, Sambel's come on a lot, Wookie and Mutt's are good solid drivers as well. Draxter's a good teammate for you, Connor, as well. At least you're going to score some points.
Yeah, the only weak link is McLaren, really, isn't it?
I mean, I don't think the Red Bull are going to score many points.
Well, they'll probably get more than me, and then they don't even have a driver.
It's all right. I'm sure Gav can outscore you and Jax to put together.
He's
considering he raced less than half the season and finished above both of us in the championship.
Yeah,
he did have some good races, didn't he?
I think he scored more points than we did constructors' points.
Probably did.
Oh well.
Yeah. But no, folks, we've got the top 2 tiers, full grids in these ones, so it's going to be an exciting season, I'm sure, for our Monday night viewers and racers together. And we start, because they do actually have some drivers now, for the first time, are the Alpines.
That'll be you then, Mr. H.
I shall start us off, and we have got a good, strong pairing this season. I battled with them a lot at the top end last season. And we've got Steve Mitchell, Armour Red, in the first seat. And his teammate is going to be Deji Tobias, or Dondej 212 in the Alpine seat.
That's a nice lineup.
That is a very strong lineup.
Dondej came very strong towards the end of last season as well. I know because I commentated every race, but yeah, he was very strong.
Yeah, he was, definitely. He was, and now we'll go to the green machines, and that is the Aston Martins.
And of course, the Daddy's Cashmobile. In fact, also one of the nicest looking cars on the grid as well.
Now going to be designed in the future by the man who sees air.
Yeah, quite.
He sees something, doesn't he? Miracles, I don't know what it is.
I know, yeah.
But we have in the Astons, we have one of our long-standing drivers with the double-barreled surname. It's Nick Bannon-Thomas, also known as Nick BT. And we have Theo Pinar, also known as Vixen.
Yeah, another strong line of Vixen, very, very quick. Didn't race a huge amount last season, but looking forward to seeing what he can do. And Nick on his day as well, just ridiculously quick driver. So that's another strong pairing, really, really is.
Yeah, it certainly is. Yeah, I think tier 2 is like always the most unpredictable tier, to be honest with you.
It really is, yeah.
It always has been.
Yeah, unless you're Mark Hodgson, you just win it 4 times, but you know.
I thought it was 3. One of them's an X.
It is. 3 times. Just a 3, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
Is that it? Oh my heart bleeds for you.
Terrible.
But on to the greatest team on planet Earth.
No, it's Ferrari, not Mercedes, mate. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. That's why Hamilton picked them over Mercedes. And then, so in the first seat, we have a driver who's just come down, I think, from tier 1, is Ethan Rowley, aka Rosa Sky. And as fitting as it possibly could be, we have an Italian in the Italian team. It is Federico Sabelli, also known as Sociopath, who's just made his way up from tier 3.
Yeah, welcome returning to the league. He took a bit of a hiatus, didn't he, Sociopath? And yeah, come back in, straight back into the tier 2 fold. So that'll be good to see how he gets on this season. And now we'll go to the Haasmobiles. Quite a strong lineup, this one. We have got the man who likes a bit of a lemon top, but can't reach the counter. It is.
I was gonna call him Teesside's Garden Gnome.
I hope you did him a gift with his Tucson of a little step ladder.
His missus gave him a Lego.
That's just to get on the front wing as well.
If you don't know by now, that'll be Red Car Rambo. Sorry, Ryan. And then his teammate is one of our original members back in the day when, we were just a young league then and not fully established. It is the Dutchman, Mr. Fabian Scholten. Error Voice is in the Haas this season.
Yeah, that's a very, very good lineup.
That's actually quite a very good lineup for the Haas holes.
It is, isn't it? Yep, yeah. Ryan's just sent me a text message and he wasn't very pleasant.
Was he not impressed by your comments then?
No, not really. He just sent me some abuse back and that's brilliant.
A guy who's been here quite a while and won a couple of championships himself. Right, I believe is he Chinese or something in that.
I think he is, yeah. Yeah, good pairing.
That is a frightening pairing. That really is.
Yeah, then he went to Tier 1, but had to take some time out, didn't he? Because he wanted to go travelling or something.
And yeah, he was, yeah. And Kyle was obviously Tier 1, but then he started to have a struggle a little bit, didn't he, when he moved to Wheel?
He won Tier 3 first time of asking, Tier 2 season afterwards. Was fighting quite well in Tier 1, but then he's moved to Wheel.
Oh, well, that was smart of Mr. Bailey, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
Well done, Mr. Moho.
On to the papaya machine. In the first car, we have the man who is a soggy biscuit. It is Carl Edens, aka Bit W365.
Bitty's Hobnob.
Yeah, he's a soggy biscuit.
That's a nickname I haven't heard for a while.
It has, yeah, it is actually, isn't it? But, well, I've got to commentate a lot on Tier 2, so it's going to come back now.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear. And in the second car, we have the man that lives in the Middle East, but he is from Eastern Europe. It is Alex Ejerik, who is
man from Doha.
An insanely fast driver.
Yeah,
on his day.
He certainly is. And then we move to the Silvermobile. Or the Blackmobile, we'll see what livery they come up with next season. We have got Nick Das, Krusty Teabag. He is in the first one in the Mercedes. And joined by one of our favourite takeaway drivers. Hopefully, if he's quick enough, he'll get to us on time. Otherwise, we get a bit of a freebie. It is the pizza man himself, Panizza Alessio, Mr. SPF Panizza, in the Mercedes.
Yeah.
So that reading that team just makes me hungry and thirsty. Yeah. I mean, that is a solid state for me anyway, to be fair. But
I don't think you're exactly teetotal, though, and his name's not Rum.
No. Yeah, that's true. That is
so
very true.
moving on to the Visa, MasterCard, Apple Pay, Google Pay, whatever we're going with. Yeah, you know which one I mean, the V-Carb.
Yeah.
We have Freddie Olsen and Colin Piersma, also known as Colin TK. So that's quite a good lineup as well.
Yeah, I quite like that one.
Freddie was the most unlucky driver in the world last season in Tier 2. He was quite often at the front with Mark, and something would just go wrong in his race that would send him to the back.
Yeah, he did.
Last season.
Yeah, I was the same. There were times I was coming up, racing him wheel to wheel, or coming up behind him, and there were times that I was like, okay, I knew it was going to be a difficult one, and something would happen, and whether it's strategy didn't work for him, or something of that and it just didn't go to his plan. But yeah, definitely a very, very quick driver. And Colin as well, he's the same. He's one that, for in terms of making it easy, I didn't like racing him because I knew for a fact it wouldn't be.
Yeah. No doubt. Now we head over to Horner's OnlyFans car. And in the first one, don't make me laugh. And then in the first one, if you watched last night's stream, you would have said I picked him as my championship favourite for Tier 2 this season. It is Ilyan Maximov. It's WooMax 1.
Oh, the Bulgarian bonbon.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a real contender this season for the championship. He's insanely quick. And then in car number 2, it's also another man that likes a little bit of a spin. It is Lorpy, fittingly a Dutchman in a Red Bull. So Horner will be having a whale of a time and probably getting in more trouble.
Yeah, just be careful he doesn't send you a text message.
Yeah. Notifications off.
No, you just get your text messages from Frodo instead.
I did, yeah. Just before he dives in the pits, we'll quickly run to the Williams racing team. Now being promoted to the number 1 driver. He is the boss man himself. I know that was out, wasn't it? That was a bit harsh. But it is Mr. Martin Hills in the Williams again, and he is joined by a very quick driver, so this could be a good pairing. I think, again, this could be Zach Grinnell, and also known as Airways.
That is a very good pairing.
Very quick.
All I'm saying is, I'm so glad I didn't get Williams to announce tonight, because Martin would have murdered me.
See, I'm looking through these, and I think the Constructors' Championship is very, very difficult. I think, I know Krusty T was quick at times, and so was Benita last season. We know Freddie and Colin are very consistent. Single track, very quick as well. Had a bit of bad luck in a lot of those races last season. Airways, we know, is quick, and of course the Red Bulls, very fast drivers. Armour Reds come on a lot. Don Dejas are quick. Nick and Vixen on the day. You know, it's about the consistency, and I think it's going to be very, very close constructor-wise. And to be fair, just as that, I can't even call a favourite. You've got Womax, Connor, as your favourite. I couldn't even begin to guess, really, of who it could be.
Yeah, when I say favourite, I'm now looking at it again, and I genuinely just think that there isn't anyone there that you're going to be like, okay, he's last.
No, there isn't. There actually isn't.
Simon last season, the way you knew he would be at the back.
I mean, unless
this season you've got,
unless Carl's hobnob fails and he gets a soggy bottom and falls to the back, that's otherwise I'm not really sure.
I was going to say Carl's favourite for last, but I thought that'd be a bit me.
That's what I thought I'd do with his soggy bottom bit. Stop dunking.
I was going to say, I think I've said for everyone enough today, so I need to be good now.
I think the only person who's favourite for bottom is you at the bottom of tier 3.
Yeah, but I know that, and I'm proud of that, so that's all that matters.
I won't be proud of being that slow.
But,
wow.
Are we heading over to tier 1?
We shall.
Certainly are. And, of course, first up is the French Baguette, the Alpine team. So we have in this team, we have the man of the zoo. I'm sure some people will still remember him as Collins Owl, but these days he's known as BRD Calvin. It's of course Calvin Mack. And joining him in the French car is the man who loves MSN. What radio would it be without mentioning this? It's of course XX G-Star Snipes XX, which is Ben Vanden Emster, one of our Dutchmen.
Yeah, they were together last season, weren't they? They were in the Red Bulls, if I remember rightly, last season. So they paired again this time round as Calvin's. Yeah, as Calvin's decided he's going to go backwards for us. Yeah, that's a good strong lineup, and like I say, I think they were together last season.
Yeah, I think you're right. Oh, I'm excited for this team. So, we're heading to Aston, yeah? So,
we certainly are.
In the first seat, it is the man who has recently driven around the Portimao circuit in an F1 car in real life. It is the man that's from just about every nationality under the sun. He's also about 2'5". It is Anton.
How did he reach the pedals in an F1 car then?
Booster seat. It puts him 10 yards forward.
Put your stilettos on.
Yeah.
No, it saves that for Saturday nights. Let's move on. We have a PG-friendly stream, of course.
The irony was I was on board with that because Wookie was in the pits for the Aston team.
Oh, God. And then, in the second car, we have everyone's personal fidget spinner. It is Dumbest Corner, a.k.a. Chris Pratt.
Wow.
We've not even gone funny this time. We've just gone harsh tonight.
I love you, Chris.
Shots fired.
We really have just gone harsh tonight.
He knows I'm joking. I'm just praying I don't get Red Bull for this tier.
Well, you are now.
No, I think
you're going to have to. I think you're going to have to. So, he's in the pits now. What a shame. Carl is in the pits in the Ferrari, but we have got an incredibly scary lineup. The man who pretty much goes undefeated, the esports driver, or he should be himself, the man who's, I think he's still a teenager, which is scary, and has now said he's now found time to practice, which just scares the living daylights out of every single member of MRC. It is the multi-champion Damiano Ugioni, is, of course, in the Ferrari, and the man last season who started to really put pressure on him. I know a lot of the drivers did. They sort of got a lot close last season for a number of them. But this man really sort of shuckled Joni up quite a few times. And now they're going to be paired together. So this could be quite an interesting season. It's Mahmoud, or MA7 Mudev, or Mahmudev, or what did we call him again? The Cowboy. The Cowboy.
Yeah.
So we've got the goat who is absolutely glued to that Ferrari seat, and the Cowboy.
Yep.
So moving on, we have the Hassholes, the Hassmobile, is it Aquafresh toothpaste we once called it?
Oh yeah, we did, didn't we? We did actually.
That was back in the Eurocali days, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
No,
it was.
I think we also did it for the black one as well when that started.
Oh yeah, probably.
So we have another long-standing driver and another one that is very, very quick on his day. It is Reese Whitcomb, which is Reese Whitcomb 97, and joining him is Sam Flanagan, also known as Sam Flan at 95. Another very quick driver on his day, and I believe he was a champion, wasn't he?
I think he was at one point, yeah.
Tier 2 title was season 13.
Yeah.
Mr. Hardy with the facts.
No, that was a good one.
See, I know my champion.
It only took you 40 minutes.
Yeah, literally. You're not even joking there. I've been waiting to put something new towards this stream. And then on to Kick Sauber, we have a man that I think is probably going to be Mr. Ujoni's closest competitor last season. He took him to the wire, especially in Austria, and he actually managed to beat Ujoni quite a few times last season. So, and that is Joey Davis, aka Micromash. And then we have basically Germany's answer to Ralf Schumacher, that is LRL HSB fan.
Germany's answer to Ralf Schumacher?
Yeah, because he's Xavier Schumacher, and LRL's his best friend, and he's just not quite as good as he, so he's Ralf.
But he's all... Yeah, fair enough.
He's German anyway, so he's
that's
not
what
Germany's
I'm thinking.
answer when Ralph is German.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, alright, I worded that one wrong.
You should have gone with MRC's version of Ralph Schumacher.
Yeah, that'll do.
That's what I was meant to say, but my brain didn't work.
You only got half one.
It was funny the fact that I got it wrong.
Class.
Oh my.
The next team looks good.
Ooh, it certainly does. And typically
this to the Red Bull.
Typical is in the pits.
Oh no, typical. So we've got. Let's have a look at Grant for a little while we go through the Papaya Mobile. This is a good team. I like this one. Yeah, we have the Blowhole himself.
Oh, he's just coming out actually.
Oh, typical. He would do. There he is. So Chris Bailey is the man in the McLaren next season, and joining him is the man who's taking over the reins for me to help host the Extreme tier, but a man who's also joined the commentary team and is a very, very good commentator as well. Very knowledgeable, lovely, all-round nice guy. It is Steve Jarman. Kesa Soze is in the McLaren next season.
I'm really liking that lineup.
Yeah, it's a nice lineup.
Consistency lineup, that one.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely, yeah.
So we move on to the Mercedes.
Who are in the pits?
Black and silver. I don't know what you're talking about, Mr. Hodgson. We've just done the best team. And we have, of course, Tier 3 champion, very quick driver, is Bobo Johannes van der Ploeg. And joining him is, well, a German in a German car.
Yeah.
It's Julian Muller, also known as Jules, who is also a very good friend of Saviour's, I believe.
Yeah, I think he is actually, yeah.
I think they live about 2 streets away from each other.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, they are quite close, aren't they? It's scary. That is another very scary pairing.
Isn't Jules the person who set up that prediction F1 thing as well that we do in the league?
I think he did with Xavier, yeah. I think he did.
Yeah. Anyway, on to the Visa card cash app. You know the
I think I really secretly think you want me to do this one and you want to do the Red Bulls.
honestly, for the sake of both of the drivers in the Red Bulls, I think it's best I don't do it.
Swap.
So, into the Racing Bulls, the first driver is the man that we can't give enough accolades to. He is insanely quick 100% of the time. Is Alex Gietze. Oh, yeah, there you go. And it is Saviour. And then in the second seat, it is one of the new lead commentators. Well, newish. He's only been doing it, a season or so? But he is taking it under his wing and being absolutely brilliant at it. It is Neville Harris, aka Nev H.
Yeah, we've taken it. Taking it like a duck to water, the man formerly known as Chatty Duck.
Orville.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Right, I'm staying quiet on this next one.
Really? You'll do well.
Yeah.
How boring.
Ah, no, terrible. It is the Red Bulls. I don't really know what to say about them, to be fair, and I daren't really say too much. Well, to be fair, a driver... the man who was, to be fair, one I'm tipping for some very, very strong performances this season. I've got to sort of bet, I think he might win a race this season. I really do. He had a lot of strong outings. Got a bit of bad luck as well at times in Tier 1 last year, but got a few podiums and really, really well deserved. So I'm tipping him for a win and more podiums this season. It is Jake Card or the Fox River 8. And anchoring him down and pulling him backwards, it is the man on stream at the moment. It is Mr. Simon Pratt, the Baby Hornet, as well, in the Red Bulls.
The Logan Sargent of Tier 1.
He told you couldn't stay quiet.
I couldn't help it, I had to get one in.
It never works, does it?
I tried.
Now moving on to the Williams.
Save the best till last.
And of course the real Logan Sargent of Tier 1.
I've got to see what I can't be.
That could be changed, don't worry.
Hey, they're putting a random order.
Oh, damn it.
So the real Logan of Tier 1, it is of course my compadre on this stream, Mark Hodgson.
Hello.
And joining him is one of the original goats of MRC, a very quick driver on his day. We all thought he should have been esports at one point, especially with how quick he was at Silverstone. Hopefully he can make a return to his heights. It's of course Dean Lawrence, also known as Kid Dynamite.
Yeah, I'm pleased to have him as a teammate. Sorry again, Dean, that you are my teammate. But at least we won't get troubled in the pit stop first.
I really hope that Dean manages to get his mojo back this season.
I do. I really, really do. He started to a little bit last season. I know I think he missed a few races, but he really started to last season. He has had a child, yes. So the middle-aged. No, he doesn't like me calling him middle-aged firecracker, so I won't call him that. But he started to get quick again in the last season and really found his groove again. And yeah, it's I'm pleased to have him as a teammate. It should be good fun to have him. I know he's a great hard racer, and yeah, I'm just hoping for some points, to be honest, and beating Simon.
Well, that's not hard. You just have to turn up. Sorry, Simon.
So there we go, folks. Everything's going to go through into the Discord now. All the graphics you'll see pop up over the next few minutes. We'll let these drivers finish the next 10 minutes. Oh, fantastic. Mandy is absolutely on it. So thank you, gents, for joining me. It's been great fun. It's been brilliant fun, as always. Every season you look forward to this one.
I don't think the drivers do anymore.
No, I don't think so. But we've got MRC. The season 15 is starting tomorrow evening at 7:30. The first round, MRCX around here at the Hungaro Ring. We do have a practice session coming up soon as well. So if you're in Discord and you want to join, please do. I'll be joining. I know that much. I need it. But yes, thank you again, Connor. Thank you, Mark, for joining me, and thank you for all your hard work, gents. It's been great.
Always a pleasure, and I'm sure we'll reconvene next season to do this all again.
Yeah, I'm sure we will. And as Martin's decided, I think you might have had enough.
Yeah,
I don't know what he was doing
I wondered
there.
what he was doing there.
I have no idea. I think he did it for the effect.
Also, don't forget to tune in tomorrow to MRCX because that starts.
Yeah, certainly does start season 15, and then we go again for Monday at 7 p.m. for the Tier 2 guys, then Tier 1 at 8:45, and then Wednesday, same times as well. Thank you again, Mandy, as well, for joining and putting everything into the Discord. Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you to all the admins for your work in the off-season. Commentators, stewards, this is where your work just begins. But we have vacancies, folks, not just as drivers. We've got a number of seats in Tier 3 and Extreme. So if you fancy it, give us a message. Join the Discord if you haven't already. And we look forward to seeing you on track. If you fancy being part of the stewards team, part of the comms team, messing about with us, then please do as well. Let me know and let Connor know as well. And we'll love to have you on board. But Jets, that'll do for us, I think. We'll give ourselves up, let these guys wind down, and we will see you all, hopefully, tomorrow evening. And good luck, everybody, for Season 15 of MRC. Thanks, folks. We'll see you soon.
See you.